hands come up.
Brent, sit up.
They're fine, dude.
They're not fine for us.
And I'm not dude.
Dude, I'm going to sleep.
Not the dude. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day.
Okay, so it's been about a month since I've uploaded. I apologize. I'm gonna try and get my upload schedule on track this time. I have like 3 other videos that I recorded as well, so those are gonna be coming out in the following days. But in a poll I uploaded recently, I asked y'all if y'all wanted to see another like wife swap episode or something else. And I didn't really clarify on what something else would be, but I figured why don't I look at World's Strictest Parents, because hey, I like this show. It's funny. And it's really entertaining. I would say more entertaining than Wife Swap and Super Nanny combined. I made a video about this show about a few years ago. I would say 3 years ago, 2023. It's not really that good and it's kind of ass, but it has like 600 views because of course it does. And, well, I figured why don't I try to look at it again. Last year I tried to make a video on it, but it got copyright struck down. And, I mean, I could have kept it up, but they wanted me to remove all the parts where I show, like, the actual show, so no. So, yeah, I'm gonna try again. Hopefully YouTube doesn't decide to, buttfuck me this time. But anyways, it's, enough of rambling. Let's get into this.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm Audrey.
I'm Brent.
My first impression of Brent was just like, oh my god, he looked tough to me.
Kind of looks like that, he kind of looks like that Jake kid from the video I made a few years ago, except if he hit puberty and actually, if puberty actually did its job for him. Is this the same kid? No, because it's a different name. What the hell's going on here? All these guys look the same back then, bro. Oh, they still look the same. They all have the same outfit. They all wore, a backwards hat. They all had the same douchebag haircut. They all look like a bunch of fake-ass Kurt Cobains, dude.
What'd you bring?
Vodka and a little bit of weed.
She loves to party, so do I, so she's pretty cool.
I don't know about you guys, but this guy does not strike me as a party animal.
He's our ride.
Really just sounds like it hurts for him to speak. I think that he climbed out of his mother's womb smoking Marlboros or cigars.
I do.
Chores? I ain't digging that. I'm not their bitch.
Yeah, exactly. They're picking up after me.
Sorry to keep pausing, but I want you, yes you the viewer, to guess in this moment. We're going to play a game of trivia. I want you to guess. What do you think they're going to do when they go over to this house? Are they going to A, actually learn how to be how to have discipline and actually learn to respect elders? Or are they just gonna fucking do some yard work or do some work on a goddamn yarn? Because I've noticed a pattern in this show where they literally just have these kids go over to some random ass farm, shovel up some cow shit, and they think that they're gonna go, but that's gonna reform them and they're gonna go back home a straight A student, straight edge, no more cigarette addictions. No, brother, that's not. I don't know if that's how it works. Yeah, that can kind of help, but there's behavioral issues you gotta address, and there's some shit you gotta address. You can't just throw some chores at them and assume that it's gonna automatically fix everything. There's something that needs to be addressed. I feel like that's my main problem of the show too. It's always about kids sucking up to adults and never really addressing their issues or why they're acting like that. The kid from the last video I made a few years ago, his father isn't even present, and I don't think they ever really address that. They don't address how he feels about that. Why? Why is it all about them doing fucking farm work and sucking up to adults?
How you doing? I'm Mark.
Audrey.
Nice to meet you, Audrey.
The dad looked like he could be a sometimes, and the mom definitely looked like she could be a hard ass.
That looks like a fake ass Freddie Mercury, but I honestly feel like that was a really predictable joke.
We brought them inside to explain to them what they were going to be going through.
That right there just kind of annoyed me. I haven't even met you guys yet. I know your names, but we haven't said more than a few sentences to each other. You're gonna come in here and give me the rundown of your roles? Let me take off my shoes first, dude.
We have some rules. There's no swearing.
You know the words. If you add the word God to those words, or the word Jesus to those words, the punishment gets worse.
The only time we want to hear you say those is if you're praying.
Oh, God. But when is it ever that serious? The fuck do you want me to say? I'm sorry, what do you want these kids to say? I dropped a dumbbell on my foot. Cheese and crackers! What? Excuse me, Freddie Mercury, but I'm not gonna say, oh gosh darn it, every time I stub my toe into my bed frame. Imagine if you step on a Lego brick or some shit, and instead of yelling out, fuck, you have to yell out, oh, frick. And imagine that, they're still probably gonna punish you afterwards even then.
It was our job to make sure that they understood we're in charge, and their role was to just be obedient.
Fuck that. I don't know you, Mark. The very last thing I want to do is just be obedient for a guy named Mark. Like, I barely even know you. You just said your name to me. I don't know anything else about you. What reason do I have to be obedient towards you? You haven't really given me much of a reason, because you're an adult. It doesn't mean anything to me. I could drop out of the show and go back home and start cutting up if I want to.
Clothing is an issue. There's clothes we are going to approve of and clothes we're not going to approve of. We get up early. This is a working ranch.
Oh my god, I fucking knew it. I knew it. I mean, I kind of spoiled it earlier when I was going on that tangent, but I knew it. They're just gonna be doing a bunch of fucking yard work.
We expect you to be up.
It just was like on and on and on about nothing.
Smoking, that's another issue too. So we suggest you don't.
I love how they don't really go into depth about what they're going to do to you if you break these rules, you know what I mean? Oh, it's to keep you in fear so that you won't break them. Brother, you haven't told me what's gonna happen if I break them. So either A, you're gonna shoot me for smoking a cigarette outside, or B, you're just gonna say, hey, no, don't do that, and you're gonna give me a slap on the wrist. Like, again, I kinda gotta know so that I don't do it.
I hated the rules. I thought they just blew just big time.
Watch out, Brent. Don't let Mark over here hear you say that. He'll transform into Don Fry and choke slam you through a table.
So we need to go over to your bags. What I need you guys to do is get your personal effects only, toothbrush, deodorant, something to sleep in, and your undergarments, and put them in these bags, okay?
What are you gonna do with the rest?
Well, we'll explain to you what we're gonna do. Mark and I thought it was important to watch them pull out their personal stuff because I don't trust them at all.
The way she laughed at the end, fuck you.
Well, they're teenagers. That's what teenagers do. They try and get away with anything they can get away with.
But also, again, you barely know these kids. What reason do they have to be obedient towards you? If you don't have a reason to trust them because you just met them, then what reason do they have to be obedient towards you? You literally just fucking met them like a few minutes ago, and then you told them like 8,000 rules. I know. No smoking, no swearing, no enjoying life, no nothing. And now you're saying, oh, yo, you have to dig out your shit in front of us because we don't trust you. What is this, a fucking airport, dude? Is this airport security? What's going on here?
Do socks count as undergarments?
I kept my cigarettes on me, just like right in my boxers.
Should I take out clothes for tomorrow? I'm just confused.
No.
I sneaked my bottle of vodka and my weed out of the bag. I just wrapped it up in clothes and put it in. I was so nervous that they're gonna see me doing it, and they didn't, luckily.
Okay, hold up. I'm confused here. Don't you guys fly over here? How the fuck did you sneak all that for TSA? You snuck that through the airport, but you're scared of Mark. What? This shit doesn't add up.
I want to explain. We want you to earn everything. We bought clothes for you. If you don't earn your other clothes back, this is what you're going to end up wearing.
Dude, it's right then and there that I'm taking myself back home. What the fuck do you mean I have to earn my own clothes back? Bro, I bought these things with my money. What the fuck? The last thing you're gonna do is take my Adidas and my bootcut jeans away from me and say, no, you gotta earn it back. Like, bro, what? Why can't you just say, oh yeah, you can get a few bucks or some shit when you do chores? Nope, you gotta earn your stuff back. You're grounding them before they've even... It's kind of like you're punishing them before they've done anything wrong. How the fuck am I supposed to respect you or look up to you or be obedient towards you when you're punishing me before I've done anything wrong? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you haven't even said, like, more than a few words to these teenagers, and you're already treating them like prisoners. If you find that vodka in Audrey's room, are you really gonna be surprised? Parents like this just do not have any self-awareness whatsoever. It's actually kind of astounding.
I thought that was just a load of bull. Like, I have to earn my clothes?
The bedrooms are the same thing. You have to earn everything.
All I saw was a bedroom, a bed, and some lights. That was all that was in there.
And these are the clothes you'll have, okay?
I wasn't too happy about that.
Well, at least you have a bed. I almost thought they'd already be like, oh, you gotta earn the bed, you gotta earn the mattress. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Okay, Audrey, let's go ahead and see your room.
I thought if they were hiding anything, it would be on them, not in their bag. If there is anything that you know we wouldn't approve of, this is your opportunity to tell me, and I'm not gonna hold it against you if there is, if you tell me the truth.
You know what? I'll give you this, Freddie Mercury. At least you're giving them the opportunity to give it up. Because I see so often on these shows that these parents just expect these kids to go cold turkey. Like, I know a lot of people are probably gonna get in my comment section saying, oh, why don't they just breathe air? Oh, what's so good about cigarettes? I mean, if something feels good to a point where you're killing yourself while doing it and you don't care that you're killing yourself while doing it, I don't think you're going to be able to quit it within one day. I don't think you're just going to drop, just put it down and just say, oh, no more cigarettes, I'm done. That's not really how addiction works. I'm glad that these parents at least understand that to an extent, and they're not going to flip out and like, oh, here, I have a pack of Marlboros on me, and they're not gonna fucking slam these kids head first into a wall at least.
Nothing you feel? Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, take a few minutes and we'll check back with you.
Just fucked up there because, I mean, they're gonna find that shit.
Okay?
So why are you looking around? I can't help you in through a TV or laptop. I'm stupid. I mean, they're gonna find that shit either way. I mean, they have like a spidey sense when it comes to this type of shit. So, either way, you just kind of doomed yourself.
So I want to ask you a question real quick.
Do you want to fess up with anything?
No consequences at this point.
No consequences?
No consequences. If you,
You
fess
get
up
one
to me-
chance.
Okay.
Fess it up now.
Dear Lord, fucking shut up, you fake-ass golden girl. Jesus Christ. Why is she hammering this dude like Batman? Like, you wanna fess up with anything? It's like, what if he didn't have anything on him at that point? Like, you kind of look like a fucking dumbass.
I was getting ready to say no, and I was like, they're just gonna find my cigarettes, and there's gonna be a bigger consequence.
All right,
Hurry,
guys.
let's go.
What do you got?
Cigarettes.
That was a wise decision.
Why did you say that, Mark? Why did you say it like that, Mark? What were you gonna do to this, what 16, 17-year-old if he didn't fess up with those cigarettes? Like, the fact that he kind of looks like a mix of, like, Freddie Mercury and Don Fry just doesn't rub me right. Would you fucking slam this guy through a table if he didn't tell you about those cigarettes? What were you going to do?
Already a buzz. Damn.
What did you say?
Oh, I said cuss word.
Brent popped out with this expletive.
And these parents would fucking hate me. I swear all the time. I'm sure you guys already know, just from watching this video and others, but I swear all the time on this channel. It's like a second nature to me. I don't, like, drop F-bombs in every sentence, but still, I swear a decent amount. Also, he didn't even, like, say it. He didn't drop an F-bomb. He didn't say, oh, shit. He didn't say anything like that. He just said, damn. Like, it sucked. And you have Freddie Mercury over here with his eyeballs popping out of his sockets and like, he popped over an expletive. Like, bro, calm down.
And I thought, wow, this is going to be a long week for Brent.
It'd be a long week for Brent because he said damn. I mean, is this really an effective way to make kids respect adults? Because I know from personal experience that doing this type of shit doesn't really make me look higher up to it. Doesn't really make me think highly of, like, authority or adults. If anything, it just made me hate them. Not hate them, but it did make me suck up to them. Especially considering, like I said, they don't really address, like, I don't think they address, like, the mental health issues. Like, I feel like TV shows like this purely exist just to capture the shitstorm of unruly kids and really just unnecessarily strict-ass parents.
Some people want their kids to put quarters in a jar when they cuss. I want them to move hay. It leaves a more lasting impression, I think.
It leaves a lasting impression that Mark over here is a dickhead. Like, dude, I'd rather you put hot sauce or soap in my mouth. I might be almost a full-grown adult, but I prefer that. Moving hay, shit's like almost 90 to 100 pounds, dude. It'll pop my shoulders out of my sockets. This is like the stupid-ass slosh pipe from the other episode I looked at. Like, what's with families on this show, on Barnes, and them constantly trying to make these kids, like, fucking deadlift something that's extremely heavy every time they slight these parents. Every time these parents feel even a bit slighted, they have these kids fucking moving hay around, just shoveling hay around, moving it around like no tomorrow. Like, I don't understand why is this a thing?
However you want to take it. Take it on over there.
Attaboy. He had to carry it 100 yards. They weigh between 90 and 110 pounds. And the funny part is that you just used one curse word. If you use a string of curse words, that's a lot of hay.
That's a lot of hay. Shut the fuck up, Mark. I swear, I don't understand parents like this. At this point, I'd rather fist fight you over it if anything. Like, people... Like, I wanted to fight Pat in the last video I made, and this guy isn't really leaving much of a better impression either.
Yeah, moving bales of hay. They're heavy and they're awkward.
I hope the interviewer in that segment wasn't a snitch, man. Who knows? They might have you move fucking like 12 things of hay across the entire yard.
Later that night, things kind of blew up a little bit.
The rule is, you're
The
gonna wear your
pants have to
pants
go
where I wear my pants. That's the rule.
Show me.
I refuse to move my pants up just because it's uncomfortable with me. What I like is totally different than what he likes, so I'm not trying to please him.
Sorry, are we really doing this right now? Are we getting after this guy for how he wears his pants? How the fuck do you even know his pants are that low anyways? Not like I could notice either way. Not like it was really bothering me. And it's not like he's acting like... He's not like he's doing this shit. He just has his pants sitting slightly below the waist, which is something that I do a lot too. Like, what the fuck?
The rules are the pants come up.
Brent, sit up.
They're fine, dude.
They're not fine for us.
And I'm not dude.
Dude, I'm going to sleep.
Not the dude.
We're really doing this right now? Where did they get after this guy for how he's wearing his pants? God, this is fucking ridiculous.
Get up, Brent. You're losing a mattress.
Because he didn't want to wear his pants the way that they wanted him to, he has to sleep on the floor. Yeah, I fucking hate these parents. I think I hate these parents more than the ones that we looked at last time, like a few years ago. Because I don't remember that kid having to sleep on the goddamn floor because he wasn't wearing his pants the way they wanted him to. That's fucking ridiculous. I don't care. It feels like these parents just make up rules as they go along just to find shit to get mad about. This is fucking stupid.
Nobody wants anything to go the way it did. But if you see a fire break out, you immediately put it out. You don't wait for it to turn into a forest fire.
This isn't a fucking fire, Mark. This is a kid not wanting to wear his pants the way you want him to. And like I said, at least he's not sagging them down to his knees. He just has them slightly below the waist.
Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. We're gonna get you a sleeping bag.
Done. I really don't want to put up with this.
And I guess he's doing it like a trooper. I mean, he's doing it either way. He's not really complaining about it. He makes it look pretty comfortable, too. Maybe I'll just, maybe I'll ditch my mattress and just sleep on the floor later tonight. But, I think that's all I'm going to be able to look at for today's video. Sorry this video took super long to come out. Sorry that it took me a while to even make this video. I don't really want to upload videos at, like, midnight, because I know a lot of people who watch me probably have jobs, or they probably have school or some shit, and you guys probably just want to watch these videos when you eat or something, or just watch these videos when you're trying to relax, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I have another wife swap video coming out, because of course I do. It's like my bread and butter at this point, but I also, like I said, want to look at some other things. Maybe I'll look at, like, creepy text messages, or, like, the Red Pill podcast. I don't know. Give me some suggestions. Maybe I'll find something. But, yeah, that's about it. Hopefully this video doesn't get copyrighted. That's really about it. See ya.